right, new rule. Stop saying Toby Keith at the inauguration meant Trump is in touch with real Americans. It means he's in touch with drunk Americans. Toby Keith has a song literally entitled Drunk Americans, which sure is my plan for the next 4 years. He also has recorded Get My Drink On, Get Drunk and Be Somebody, Loaded, Chug-a-Lug, Beer for My Horses, Beers a Go, Cold Beer Country, Rum is the Reason, Whiskey Girl, I Like Girls That Drink Beer, I Love This Bar, Every Time I Drink I Fall in Love, Drinks After Work, Red Solo Cup, Walk It Off, Clancy's Tavern, and Nights I Can't Remember, Friends I'll Never Forget. I guess what I'm saying is say hello to the new director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. And made it tawdry and cheap. Even worse, every time he attends a sporting event, his hair does the weave. I mean, the wave. Black Knight asks Wendy, do you think politics would be different if women took a larger role in government, or would they behave just like men? I've commented on that very issue before. I think when they get in government, they do act like men.
You do think so? Well,
I think the evidence is there. Could you tell?
I think they're just as smart, just as strategic, and just as successful if they get, pass policies that their constituents like, and they can be just as tough as men.
Tougher.
I think the dynamic, when women get together in a room, women's natural inclination is to find a solution,
yeah,
problem solving, flexible, compromise. You don't have to be the big kahuna in the room. You can actually cede some ground, and I think when women get in a room, the dynamic is different, and it's more productive, and I think it would be better.
Hillary.
I do.
Maybe too, but because they have to fight that image of women being softer, they're very often bigger. Hillary's a pretty big hawk. Golda Meir was no slouch, Indira Gandhi.
I don't think women have to be anti-military, anti-defense. They just, in a room, they tend to be
Margaret Thatcher. I'm just saying.
Thatcher was amazing to me because she never allowed another woman in her own cabinet. By the way.
Really?
Ever, in 11 years.
Wow.
She's also a woman in the 50s who got educated in chemistry and law and had a family and ran as a single woman and never once in her entire life played the sex card. Never.
Right.
Never played
she
it.
went
Because
without hair and no makeup, and she was dressed.
Oh no, I don't mean that. No, I don't mean that. No,
she looked good.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. She absolutely used her femininity, her beauty, her wit, her humor to run rings around these stupid men around her. But she never said, I'm a woman, I'm being attacked unfairly because I'm a woman. She never played that card. She never played the card that Hillary played at some points. She never played the, oh, you can't do this to me. She played, I'm as hard as nails as everyone. I'm a feminist who doesn't believe there's a difference between men and women in the public sphere, and we abide by the same rules, and God help you if you fight with me.
You know, I don't buy that about Hillary. Just 15 seconds on Hillary Clinton. That woman was maligned and abused since the minute she stepped into public life with her husband, and in 2008, she took more abuse. I mean, Sarah Palin might be a close second. More abuse than any human being in politics should have taken.
Play the world's tiniest violin.
She was tough as nails, and she's running around the world, securing peace.
Unlike Hillary Clinton, Margaret Thatcher made her own political career, didn't latch onto her husband. That's called real feminism.
I don't have time to answer that
I'm sorry, but in third...
It's outrageous.
It's not outrageous.
If she was incompetent or not stupid or not capable, she wouldn't have been elected senator from New York. New York's
so why does she subordinate herself to her husband's career?
Yeah, that's...
In politics.
Because everybody makes choices, and she made that choice, and now she's doing
She made a choice to put a man ahead of her. That's not a feminist.
Well, thank you, Mr. Man, for telling me, the woman, what a feminist is. I appreciate that clarification.
That was playing the sex card right there. The same identity card.
But just because you don't complain about something doesn't mean it's not real, right? So just because someone doesn't complain that there's sexism operating in their life or racism or homophobia operating in their life does not mean that it's not real.
No, it just means...
that is a crucial difference you have to make. Even if Margaret Thatcher never complained about it, did not mean that it did not exist in her life.
Could both
But it makes her triumph over it. It makes her triumph over it, I think, greater than if you rested on those kind of arguments to give yourself some sympathy.
You don't have to rest on those arguments, but I don't believe you have to walk away from calling a spade a spade.
Whoa!
And that's something you could say and I couldn't.
No, I'm not going there. Here's another question.
Playing cards, Bill. Playing cards.
Do you think Tim Tebow is going to have some growing pains? Well, he's never been laid. He must have blue balls, I'll tell you that.